Welcome to Sub for Tools. This is my tiny box toolbox tour. I'm gonna run through this pretty quick because it's after hours and I'm ready to get home already. Plus there's not a lot here. Well, there is, but there ain't. I guess I'll just start right here on the corner. So right here hanging on the Harbor Freight tray, I drilled a bunch of holes in it, and I have my picks, and there's some hooks and some spoons, and they just kind of hang out right there. I believe those are Swan Lake. Probably not the best Amazon brand, but green. And then we have the Quinn set screwdrivers, which I'm really not impressed with. I'm going to do a review on those. I would keep those at the house. Matter of fact, I already have their replacements. Yeah, kind of soft. So, and we have the cheap 99-cent are free Harbor Freight picks. See, we got some little magnet clamps where I hang my work orders and stuff. The Harbor Freight Pittsburgh dead blow. I believe this is what is that? Can't see. I don't got my glasses on. 3.5 pounder, 3 pounder, something like that. Right there, 3 pounder. Alrighty, this was the one that was just on sale for like $7. I heard it's pretty trashy and tears up quick, but yeah, probably so. You know, lifetime warranty. And here is, I think this is like a 2 pounder. Yeah, 2 pound. What brand is this? Looks like it came off Amazon. I'm sure there's no name on it. No. Some Amazon brand. They actually have a set of them too. I just got one. It's okay. And then we got that Harbor Freight 2 pounder. I've had this hammer for a very long time. Probably like 2015. So yeah, and all parts of this hammer is a hammer, even the handle. Before I had a dead blow, that right there was my dead blow. Alright, what else do we got in here? We have rubber mallet. I don't even know where I got this from. Yeah, that's a mystery rubber mallet. There's a Amazon brake tool to put the springs on. Yeah, it's just easier using a vice grip and a long screwdriver. This thing's alright, but it's kind of soft. This is actually my second one. Kind of green. And then down here we have, let's see, hyper tough level, aluminum. Pretty nice little level. Under that we have the Pittsburgh belt tool that I've literally never used one time. This is probably the one tool that I've never used at least one time in all of my tools. I always just use my big ratchet. And we have a Amazon Duratech that I got from Amazon, seal puller. It's pretty alright. It's kind of, I don't know if it's supposed to be loose like that. I've never tried to tighten it up. I just use it. Yeah, there it is. Kind of weird, but whatever. Should have been green. But it's not. Here is east wind. Yeah, I don't know what this is, like maybe 2.5 pounds. 4. I think it's a 4 actually. Yeah. Oh, right there. Yeah. 4-pounder. Under that we have this little Amazon. I think this is actually a brick hammer. Yeah, I'll let you have a go at that. What I use it for is cam lock hoses. Sometimes they can be a pain in the ass, and you just get those up underneath the ears and pop them open, and then give them a little tappy tap, lock them shut. We have a little baby pry bar, Pittsburgh. And then the Icon 4-pound. 40 ounce. What is 40 ounces? Yeah, it's about as heavy as a Mickey's. That's all I know. Icon. Then we have the Icon Super Hoodies back there. I've used those twice. I know they're knockoff somebody's. Probably Snap-on. I feel like somebody made them before Snap-on, but I don't think anybody else has this quick release. So you don't have to just screw the whole thing up, which it is nice, but at the same time it's not nice, because the first time I used it, it was all good. The second time I went to squeeze them shut and I hit that button and it came down and caught my fucking meat up in those threads, and I literally had to screw it off. Yeah, that felt yummy. Okay, and then back here we just got another crowbar. Can't wait to get out of this little ass box. And I'm not even sure what brand or where this came from. But yeah, she's done some prying. Alright, yeah. And actually, when everything is in there just right, minus that hammer, that lid will close and lock. And I made these right here because when that box was given to me, it did not have those little bars that slide off in those gaps and come across the front into there. They close the lid down, lock it, and that's it secured. It's got bar on both sides so you can't open the drawers. You know, like the old school Craftsman, but I don't know what brand this is. Some knockoff. Right, drawer number 1. Junk drawer. I mean, you name it, name something, drop something in the comment, and I almost bet you I could come in this drawer and pull it out. There's yeah, there's a lot in there. Next drawer over, we have a Pittsburgh bit driver with some bits, some little jeweler screwdrivers that came from somewhere, some little nut drivers for when you want to drive those nuts. I know some of y'all out there like to be driving nuts. Right here are my two most used Allen keys. The yellow one is for the side mirrors on a Pete. Whenever I PM and change the air filters, if they're tight, I gotta loosen them up right there on the cab. And this one right here is for air valves, where I have to change out the air valves on the pneumatic valves for the mud plant out back. That's a whole nother story. The set of keys, standard and metric, came in the Pittsburgh 225 piece set. There's the little shitty crow's feet and probably just as shitty sockets for the belt tensioner tool that I've never used and probably never will. Here is my other junk drawer that is silicone caps and tire depth gauge, paint markers, soapstone markers, some tire chalk, some batteries. Yeah, my arts and craft. Next one down is kind of random touch tip cleaners, some sandpaper, some Scotch-Brite, pin punch, little scraper. This is actually my second one, so this is kind of misleading right here, because this does not go all the way through and around the sides, like with a hole punched out in it. It stops about maybe that third line right there, and that's it. Ask me how I know. This one looks pretty new, right? It is. My other one was don't hammer on this. I mean, unless you want to spend gas money going back to get another one. It's my Icon scraper. Just got it last week, used it once. It's pretty good. It's at a good angle. The handle's a little fat, which makes me kind of scared to get the screwdrivers, because I hear everybody say the handles are too fat. These are borderlining, so that's borderlining. So I mean, they just dropped green, so I mean, probably gonna get them anyways. Here's a no-name scraper that another coworker gave me back when I didn't have a scraper. He actually works in one of our different yards out of town, so man, next time I see him, I'll ask him if he wants that back. Here's my Pittsburgh punches and chisels. These are actually pretty good. My old set I had probably 10 years, and the only one that broke on me was this little pin punch right here, and that was totally my fault. We got under here, got another little plastic pry tool for trim. Have another chisel, repurposed chisel, and there's the box cutter I was looking for the other day. Was hiding under here. A couple of files. And there's a thread file for, you know, when you fuck up. There's some ease outs for when you really fuck up or have a fuck up. Two totally different things. Why would you not close? There you go. Next drawer down, we have oil filter wrenches, strap wrench, two oil filter wrenches right there. This one I use for fuel filters. That one I use for actual oil filters. Got some tire gauges, an air chuck, some little pipe wrenches. And here we have a plier drawer-ish. We have the Quinn strippers. Because, I mean, you're going to get a stripper and she's named Quinn. Either keep her or run from her. There's my favorite crimpers right there, the Icon. I've gone through a lot of strippers, younger days. I've gone through a lot of crimpers looking for the best ones, and I think I hit it. I think those are the best ones so far. Here's the knockoff twin grips. These are awesome. And the screw extraction, that actually works. Works well. I don't know if you can see in there or not. I've already got down on it. And then we have some regular pliers, adjustable pliers. Got the 3 adjustments. And the needle nose. These are the best needle noses that I've had so far. Icon makes some good pliers. I like them. Here are the Doyle diagonal cutters. These are the offset ones. I got them because they were the only ones left. They didn't have no straight ones, but they work. Here's little Pittsburgh wire cutters and strippers. These are pretty nice. I mean, the only thing I don't like about them is if you let them go, they fucking fling open so far, and one-handed trying to get them back, you fight the spring, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Other than that, and these things are so sharp, and those little strippers right on the front, too many times I've had a wire break off that was just right, barely poking out, and I couldn't get nothing on it to cut it. I mean, to strip it. And these right here were just enough to grab it and strip me off some wire to connect to for one last hoorah. These are for taking airlines off. These are beautiful, beautiful. Because before I had these, it was a crescent wrench and fucking hurt your hand. If you know, you know. I know there's better ones than these, and I want to get some, but these work. If you're messing with any kind of quick connect airlines, you need to get some of this. And there's just some cheap Walmart scissors. And the rack is off Amazon. don't remember their name. Nobody ever remembers the name of the companies they get shit from. They just say Amazon. A whole bag of butt connectors, because that's what we use here. Is we butt connect everything. Some electrical tape. I usually have Teflon tape stacked up right here, but we just got through doing a job that I used all of my Teflon tape, and we still need more. So yeah, and there's some screens and rubber connectors for the glad hands. Some battery terminal nuts, battery terminals. There's shut up, air compressor every damn time. Here's a little flex extension that I used it once. It works. It's yeah. There's a battery terminal cleaner for regular like car batteries. We do have a fleet of Toyota Tundras, so I also have to work on Tundras, not just Peaks. You want to magnetize or demagnetize anything that does it somewhat. Is the long Pittsburgh pliers, which I mean they work as long as you don't have to grip nothing too tight. If you're going in to, you know, fish something out that you dropped down into something, oh my god, like so, then yeah, it works. But if you have to grip onto something and try to turn it, that's a no-go. These are basically just fishing tools. I'm gonna upgrade those for sure. Alright, and that's that whole box. There's just some random stuff laying around in here, some air knobs for the air brakes, some batteries, some shit gloves, just some random bullshit trash. Let's see here. Let's go around this side. We got the O'Reilly's cup holder, which is stronger than a mofo. I've put some heavy ass drinks in there. And right here we have for the fifth wheel hook. You reach in there and unlock her. Got some duct tape. Here we got some soapy water for looking for air leaks. Pro tip, so I've been through I don't know how many regular squirt bottles, and truck drivers would just snatch them off my toolbox, you know, borrow them and never bring them back. So about, I don't know, a year ago I found this Windex bottle and filled it up with soapy water. I don't want to say truck drivers are lazy, but you know, Windex means work, and I've had this bottle for almost a year now. So if they see work, they're not gonna mess with it. Here's a spotlight that have rigged up on clamps so I can hook to truck batteries and have a good bright light. Here's my Walmart tape measure, hyper tough, pretty good little tape measure, and it's got the so if you don't know your fractions, you know, you're a dumbass. Coming on around the back, we have the cheater pipe for when the big breaker bar just ain't enough. Then we have a tire iron that I use more for a pry bar, for when my little pry bars ain't enough. Coming around this side, we have the gas card. And the drawer. So in here we have a set of gear wrench. Let's see, from a 1/4 to 1 inch ratchet wrenches. And just some flossers. Right there we have the worst brand that Harbor Freight carries, Warrior, but they were on sale for like, I don't know, like $3 or something. And it's just a big bit kit. You know, they're probably made out of lead, but there's a couple in there that got me out of a bind. You know, if your fasteners ain't too tight, you'll be all right. On this side, we have a Quinn metric going from 8 on up to 19. Looks like a no skip. Yeah. Wow. Get in there, Quinn. A no skip, 8 to 19. Ratcheting wrenches. And I don't know. I say they're backwards because when it comes to ratcheting wrenches, I'm used to, I call this the power side. You know, with the hump facing down, the box end's kind of facing down. That's which way you tighten. So if you want to, so that's the tightening side. But Quinn is backwards. Theirs goes the other way. So yeah, that one goes to the right. It curves down, goes to the left. So yeah, I say Quinn's backwards, but that's just because what I'm used to. You might be used to this way, and say gear wrench is backwards. I mean, to each his own. And there's my paycheck. I just got paid. Yay. Down here on the bottom, oof, I can't wait to get off this cart and into my big toolbox. In the walk bag here we have the knee pads that I got from Amazon. They are called the Thunderbolts Platinum Pro. They're pretty nice. Got a nice gel, hard cover. They don't slide down my legs, and yeah, pretty nice. I mean, I guess they're not too nice because yeah. Anyways, let's see. We got some rubber gloves, hearing protection. That I mean, I always wear my hearing protection. Then we have a bag of stuff, a Pittsburgh vacuum pump, a siphoning gun. Yeah, I use that for sucking out fuel from the cylinders whenever we change injectors. And here's a pair of some of the best gloves I've ever had in my whole life. If you watch my first Toolbox Tour of my other cart, that pair of gloves I hadn't showed in there, I've had for almost a year. And this is what they actually look like right here. Rig Lizard Hex Armor. So you can get them on Amazon. These were given to me from off a drilling rig. One of the hands out there gave me some gloves. And then there's another pair of gloves there. My boss gave me Kong. Yeah, I don't know about those. Ain't had to bust them out yet. And there's just a bunch of Pittsburgh wrenches. Because when you need to make a tool, this is what you go to. Bend it, cut it, grind it, shape it, make it. We need a specialty tool. Alrighty, there's just some brake clean, and oh, there's some actual brake clean. Wow, we ain't had this stuff around in the shop in a long time. I guess I'm saving it. Nostalgia. And we got some. It just got all over my hands. Some Zep 2000. That's some good grease. And what do we got here? Some pigtails for lights. Some old pins that I kept for knocking out other pins. Here's just a little random thing of dielectric grease and what do we got there? Oh, some silicone. Yeah. Don't ever get the dielectric grease and the silicone mixed up. Like if you're in a rush and you just grab one. Yeah, I've not done it, but I have grabbed the wrong one though. And let's see, we'll get around to that when we get to the back. There's some mechanics wire. There is for greasing bearings, a grease packer, I guess you could call it. Well, yeah, we'll go with the grease packer for right now until we find a better word for it. There's an aluminum pipe wrench. Nice little 24 from Pittsburgh. Insta rust. So as soon as I think this thing started rusting in the truck on the way to work, as soon as it came out of store, it just had it in my toolbox for one day, and it already started rusting. That's crazy. I've been soaking it in oil, and it's still just rusting all up. And there's a little 18 iron, heavy. Another Pittsburgh 18 aluminum. Same thing, not as bad. Just insta rust. There's two little cheater pipes. You know, for whenever it's just a little stuck. Here's a DeWalt grease gun. One of the greatest things I ever bought, because that big fucking pneumatic grease can is a pain in the ass to deal with, and that's the way to go right there. We got another little hyper tough level, kind of crappy, but I think it was on sale for like $2. Here's zip ties. Gotta be zip ties certified. There's a glad hand hooked up to a air regulator whenever I need to send air to a trailer or to a truck to release the brakes if it's not running. Here is, yeah, it's not what you think it is. I know what it looks like, but if you do Toyotas, you know what this is. They have about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, somewhere around 10 bolts holding the water pump on, and out of those 10, there's about 9 of them that are different size, different length. So I like to use this, and as I take a water pump off, take a bolt off, I put it in this, put it in that, put it in that. Then I sit that down, and I never get my bolts fucked up. So here's a Harbor Freight liquid transfer pump, battery powered, actually D power, D battery, or is that C? No, those are D's. I've not used it yet. I'm gonna check it out on some. So whenever I gotta put coolant in, because I'm tired of using the gas card in a bucket. There's just a bunch of multicolor zip ties from whenever I'm taking hydraulic lines off, or a shitload of air lines, or just whatever I don't want to get mixed up. Slap a color on each end, put the colors together. No brainer. It's a little piece of rubber for whatever, and a clothes hanger, because you know, clothes hangers for everything. Alrighty, that's just about it. Swing around back. And around back we have these right here. This is a block off plate from a mud flap. Whenever you gotta take the gear shifter off, dropping out the transmission, I use that to block that. And then this is for whenever you take the PTO off on the bottom of the transmission. That's to block that off, and some spacer nuts to go on the studs. And that's it. Oh yeah, did I say that the Quinn screwdrivers, they kind of suck? Alright, laters.